Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hey girl. If you're not, then welcome back. Today's video is going to be on this hair right here, not this one. If y'all want to know what this hair is, go check out my two videos ago I did an install on this and I made her glueless. So yeah, if y'all want to know like how to get away glueless, let me know in the comments if y'all want a video on that. And I'm going to be attempting the cute little frontal updo type style that is going around right now. It's super cute. It's not a lot of videos talking about how to get the bag to look natural without having a 360, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. All right y'all, so jumping straight into the install, my ball cap was not cooperating today, so let's ignore how crunchy that looks because I know I can do it much better. But we're gonna go ahead and just put the wig on anyway because I was kind of rushing, which is part of the reason why it really did not turn out how I wanted it to. So anyway, this wig is a auburn reddish color body wave wig from Unice hair. I'm not gonna lie, the frontal was like super dense and I had to pluck so much hair out of this hair line to make it what it is now. So that's like the only con I would say for this particular unit. I work with Unice hair all the time and their frontals are usually plucked pretty good, but this one just wasn't. So yeah, all the details on the hair will be in the description box down below. This part is just going to be like a silent install. Y'all have seen me install wigs over and over, so this is not going to be super detailed. But once I get into doing the 90s inspired updo hairstyle, I will be telling y'all step by step on how I got mine to look like that. I really did not watch anybody do it. I just put together something and tried to make it do what it do. So yeah. Yeah. We just trying it out today.
Only you
into the prepping of this hairstyle. So the hairstyle that I was basing mine off of had a side part with a bang in the front. So I'm just parting my hair on the side, and I'm doing like one of those U type parts, and I'm just parting it basically right in front of where the last track is on the closure, and I'm just covering up with the least amount of hair that I need as possible. Now that the part is straight, I'm going in with my wax stick, and I'm just putting that all over where the part is so I can go in with my hot comb and try to get this down as flat as possible. This lace, I really had to trust the process because it had like a brown tint to it. It wasn't necessarily like HD, and it wasn't straight transparent with no color on it. It was tinted to some degree. So it was kind of sitting on top of my skin, and I always feel like, I mean, obviously lace sits on top of your skin, but like it wasn't melted, but I feel like with the spray, for some reason, it looks like that versus when you glue your wigs down. Like, tell me if I'm not the only one. Let me know in the comments if y'all feel like this too. But until I get my baby hairs down, I really be feeling like that. I don't know. But yeah, some lace, I just feel like you gotta just get your baby hairs down for you to see the full potential. But anyway, I hot combed everything down, and then I started to map out my baby hairs. So I wanted to just do 2 little swoops on the side, and then 2 little like sideburn type things. I don't really like to do a whole bunch of crazy baby hairs unless, like, you know, I'm doing a specific style. But for this one, I just wanted to keep it minimal. So I went ahead and mapped out the baby hairs, and I took my hot comb and just hot combed those down, the hair down, so I could, you know, get it to lay flat. And yeah, y'all could just watch me as I continue to map out the front of the hairline. Again, that wig cap, I was like really rushing. I didn't mold it down as good as I possibly could. So y'all are going to be able to see some of that wig cap through the lace. But ultimately, in the end, it really wasn't that noticeable. I went in with some makeup and, you know, just tried to cover it up as best as I could. But like I said, at the end of the day, it really wasn't that noticeable. For the most part, it came out pretty decent where you couldn't see it. Here y'all can see me going back in with my wax stick. I just want to let y'all know now I'm going to be using that wax stick and I'm going to be using some hairspray because we have to make sure that this is very slick, very sleek, and very neat. Okay, so I went in with my wax stick and my hairspray on the hairline so we could use that hot comb and go back in and get it super flat. I wanted everything to be very clean. As far as like the slick process, this is a messy 90s inspired updo bun style, but I still wanted my sides to be very slicked down for the most part and not looking a mess. So that's really the reason for all the product. After that, I go in with my black even spray right in between the hairline, where it starts at and where the baby hairs are, that little space in between. I like to go in with my hairspray, and then I put my elastic band back on. I put my elastic band on 2 times, like the initial one with the lace laid down with no baby hairs, and then I go back in after I've mapped out my baby hairs and put my elastic band on. That's because, me personally, I feel like if you put the baby hairs down before you lay the lace down, to me, it doesn't lay the lace down. It just lays the baby hairs down, and then your lace underneath is like lifting. So that's the reasoning why I go in 2 times. So once I get this elastic band on, I'm going to start into the actual updo process. Now that that's on, I'm going to be cutting the baby hairs a little bit shorter just to get them out of my face. I won't leave them like this. I will end up cutting them shorter. But like I said, this is just so it's not in my face while I'm trying to do work. Now I'm going to go ahead and get out into the actual updo style. So I like to focus on getting the top and the sides flat. I know it's not going to be like super slick because this is going to be like a messy bun type of hairstyle, but I like to focus on getting this part as slick as possible and clean, so you know at least half of the hairstyle looks neat. I focus on pulling this into a bun to as high as I wanted it to be. So I didn't want it to be too high, but I did at the same time. So I just try to make it tight at the top and then make the back as loose as possible. This is what it looks like before I get ready to go in and pull hairs out to make it look like messy. So what I wanted to do was really just like secure the wig so it didn't have that gap of it like kind of sitting up and not sitting flat. So I took some bobby pins and I just bobby pinned the wig down to my cornrows that I had underneath, and I just pinned the whole backside down. I think I used like 4 or 5 bobby pins, not a whole lot. After I secured the wig down, I went back in and pulled out random hairs in the back of the wig, not in a straight line, because if you go in a straight line then the tracks will show, but just in random areas. And I'm trying to create like a messy look where you cannot see the track, however you're still trying to cover up the bottom part of the wig. It's gonna be like an illusion. I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, it's not gonna be like a slick 360 bun or whatever, but you know, this is gonna create the illusion that it's messy and that it could be a 360. It's not gonna be straight up track. So that's the best part. It's not gonna be straight up track. It is what it is. But I feel like for the most part, it worked. I then went in with my scissors and just kind of cut them, not bluntly, but I just went back and forth so the ends would be frayed, so it could be shorter. I didn't want the hairs to be long. I wanted it to give off that look like when you pull your natural hair in a bun and you kind of have that fallout in the back because the hair is too short to fit up in that bun. That's what we was trying to give off here. So that's just what I'm doing. This hair is going to be curled so it can blend in with the rest of the bun. This is what we're working with after the curls are in. I didn't show that clip for long, sorry y'all. Y'all will get to see the back, but that's what we're working with. Going back in and cleaning up the top part. So now that the curls are done at the bottom, I'm gonna go in and make the ponytail bun type thing and put the curls at the top. I now take sections of the ponytail and I'm just using my curling iron. This is from Hot Tools. I think it's a 1 1/4 inch curling iron, and I just curl little sections of the ponytail. I promise y'all this hair was not nappy, but like throughout the process of me like pulling it up in a bun and a ponytail and stuff like that, I did not comb through the hair. I didn't even comb through the hair like when I got ready to install it for real. I just put the hot comb on it. So when y'all see me like tugging at the ends, it's because I have not combed through the hair good. So I just wanted to mention that before y'all think like the hair was trash, because it really wasn't. The quality is really, really nice. Hair is soft. It definitely falls in line with the rest of Unice's wigs. I really don't care for the lace on this wig. But other than that, the quality is good, just like the rest of them. After all the curls are done, I just go in and kind of like separate everything with my fingers. I wanted most of the curls to stay in because for the most part the hairstyle shows like a very curly bun. So I just finger curled some of them out, and I took a rubber band and I did like a mushroom bun, if y'all know what that is, where you just like scrunch up all the hair and then you put the rubber band around it. So that's what I did, and then I just pulled out little curls here and there to make it look a little bit more messy. And this is why I said trust the process, y'all. It looked good after it had melted with that elastic band. But I'm taking my eyebrow scissors and I like to cut the front baby hairs in an upward slant and then the sideburns in a downward slant. The upward part is something that I just learned on TikTok, and it just seems to work a lot better. I am going to be doing a baby hair tutorial like next week. I'm going to be dropping that video. So I'll go into more detail with that on that video. But I'm just cutting out my baby hairs and everything, and I'm going to style them. And like I said, I will be getting into detail on that baby hair tutorial next week. So y'all could just watch how I do it. And then we'll talk about it at another time. The last thing to do in this hairstyle was to go ahead and cut those bangs. The hair in the front, I didn't want it to be like really long. I wanted it to be shorter than what I actually cut it as, but I'm planning on probably reselling this wig, so I didn't want to cut them too short. But yeah, I cut them to like a decent length if you were to have like long bangs in the front. I am going to go ahead and curl them as well, so they will be a little bit shorter after the curls go in. But I wanted it to really mimic the hairstyle that I was inspired by, so this is how hers were. So yeah, my curls were giving me a hard time as well. I really don't know why, like what was going on. Like when it gets to this left side with my curls, for some reason I cannot get them to lay the same way as I do with the right side. It's something, I don't know. After much manipulation, I finally got the front bang to lay how I wanted to. This hairstyle came out so cute. I was really not expecting it to go well the first go round, but it did. I actually love it. It is so classy, so cute. Definitely going to recreate with a frontal, just a frontal, and doing the frontal ponytail. Definitely going to recreate this hairstyle, but this came out so cute. I love the messy bun, and it actually worked out in the back. I'm going to turn to the back and show y'all what it looks like, but it actually worked out in the back to where it doesn't look bad. Like you could actually go outside with this on, just with a little bit of manipulation. I had to go back and forth with the mirror just to look back and make sure that the tracks were covered. Looks like there is one little space on here where it wasn't covered, but for the most part, this really came out well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.
Every lost girl I know is over 26. Every lost girl I know is just too afraid to admit. You get your body to me, I body that like a savage. Give and take, you give it to them, they take this shit for granted, yeah. Different than it was before. People around you want it more.